So I got into producing through guitar, and yeah, just fell in love with making music basically. I didn't really know how to approach this remix just because I don't normally work with a lot of R&B stuff. Obviously a lot of my stuff I make is electronic, and I do cross over, but R&B is not something I really touched on. So it was purely for me, just sit there with the vocals and take everything else off and start like that. So the first sound I laid down in the project was the synth key. It's almost got a bit of a mysterious feel about it. That was the first thing. I just laid the vocals up on the project and then sat with the sound, made the sound, and just put them keys in.
This is crazy, the way I feel about you. Oh.
With the drop, because of the tempo of the song, I wanted to stay close to the original because I didn't want to speed it up too much or slow it down too much to the point where it would change Jay's vocal performance or affect the way his vocals come across. So I kept it around that region, which is obviously got around 140s dubstep kind of tempo, which is kind of what I used to create more back in the day. I want the kind of the halftime reggae, old school reggae dub. I believe I've got the offbeat pits in here as well. And I've layered that with a synth, make it cut through the mix nicer. So you got that reggae feel. And then, I mean, I've got the synths here, which are kind of future bassy kind of synths. Loads of synths layered, stacked on top of each other. And that's without the sub. And then obviously I've added the sub later on. So that's the kind of, the bass, the wop, wop, wop. I wanted to create a new section of the song where I use his vocals in a different section of the song opposed to just the verse or the chorus. So what I did is I decided to chop his vocals and resample it and pull it into my drop. So he's got another section where his vocals are included in a different way. So I chopped the vocals, so just to kind of, that actually adds in with the reggae as well because it's got the offbeat with, and also it gives that modern kind of sound because using the vocals almost as a synth or an instrument. So the build up, chop, and then I've got the offbeat with you, and that's where I've chopped up the vocals to with you, to do different notes and create a new melody with his vocals. And then here I do a variation on it, which is just a variation on that, and that's basically the chopped up vocals.